The news hit like a thunderbolt, a sudden, electrifying strike that nobody saw coming. It ripped through the sports world, leaving a trail of shock and awe in its wake. The kind of announcement that makes you stop what you're doing and question everything you thought you knew. Aaron Rodgers is a Pittsburgh Steeler. The words themselves seem almost surreal, a sentence that defies expectations and rewrites the narrative of one of the NFL's most storied franchises. Seeing him in the black and gold, number 8 emblazoned on his jersey, is a sight that will take some getting used to. Late May, OTAs buzzing with the usual preseason energy, players grinding, coaches strategizing, and suddenly, the entire NFL landscape shifts on its axis. The balance of power teeters, rivalries intensify, and the Super Bowl aspirations of numerous teams are either bolstered or dashed in an instant. This isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a tectonic shift. Pittsburgh, a city built on football tradition, a place where the echoes of legendary players and unforgettable moments resonate through the streets, instantly became the epicenter of the sport. All eyes are on the Steel City, wondering how this new chapter will unfold and what impact it will have on the team's legacy. Phones blew up with notifications, alerts, and breaking news banners flashing across screens. Social media went wild. Trending topics dominated by Rodgers in a Steeler uniform, speculation running rampant, and memes spreading like wildfire. And every sports show had a new headline, analysts dissecting the trade, pundits offering their predictions, and the talking heads debating the potential ramifications for the upcoming season. This wasn't just a signing. It wasn't just another player joining a new team. It was a seismic statement, a power move that reverberated throughout the league, shaking the foundations of established rivalries and altering the course of Super Bowl aspirations. Shock and disbelief swept through fans across the nation, from die-hard Steelers supporters to the most casual observers, analysts, and even players, many struggling to process the magnitude of the move and its potential impact on the game. Some thought it was a prank, a hoax perpetrated by some mischievous internet prankster. Others scrambled for confirmation, frantically refreshing news feeds and social media accounts, desperate to verify the unbelievable news. For years, the Steelers' quarterback situation was predictable, a known quantity. This? Anything but. This throws the entire playbook out the window and opens up a world of possibilities, both exciting and uncertain. The AFC North just got a major shakeup. The already brutal division is now a gauntlet, with each team forced to recalibrate their strategies and prepare for a new level of competition. Rodgers brings his arm, his precision passing, and his ability to make throws that few others can even dream of, experience and football IQ, a wealth of knowledge accumulated over years of playing at the highest level, a strategic mind that can dissect defenses and exploit weaknesses. He changes everything. The team's offensive potential skyrockets, the expectations soar, and the entire dynamic of the Steelers organization is transformed. The Steelers didn't just get a player. They didn't just fill a position on the roster. They got a legend, a future Hall of Famer, a quarterback who has redefined the game and captivated audiences for years. For Pittsburgh, it meant hope for some, the promise of a Super Bowl run, the chance to witness greatness firsthand, anxiety for others, the fear of unmet expectations, the pressure of a win-now mentality, and the uncertainty that comes with such a high-profile acquisition, and a season that just got a lot more interesting. Every game will be a spectacle, every play scrutinized, and every outcome analyzed with unprecedented intensity. Excitement and doubt, optimism and skepticism, anticipation and worry all swirled together, creating an emotional whirlwind that has engulfed the Steel City and the entire NFL. This move is loaded with potential. The potential for greatness, the potential for disappointment, triumph, or risk. It's a gamble, a bold bet on the future, and only time will tell if it pays off. The journey of Steeler Nation processing this news is a story in itself, a roller coaster of emotions, a collective experience that will be remembered for years to come. The buzz is incredible, the energy palpable, the excitement radiating from Pittsburgh to every corner of the football world, and the stakes have never been higher. The pressure is on, the expectations are immense, and the world is watching to see what happens next. The city is ready for a new era, a new chapter in its storied football history, an era defined by the arrival of a legend and the pursuit of a championship. Let's rewind to early spring, a time of renewal and fresh starts, not just for nature, but seemingly for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. The air was thick with anticipation for the upcoming season, but little did we know the roller coaster that was about to begin. March or April. The days were getting longer, the weather was improving, and the NFL offseason was in full swing. This is when the seeds of what would become a monumental story were first sown. Whispers started, faint at first, like a distant drumbeat. They circulated through sports talk radio, online forums, and casual conversations at coffee shops. Aaron Rodgers spotted in Pittsburgh, a seemingly innocuous event that quickly ignited a firestorm of speculation. Why was one of the league's biggest stars in the Steel City, meeting with the Steelers brass? High-level discussions, closed-door meetings, the details were scarce, but the implications were enormous. Was this just a friendly visit or something far more significant? Most fans, myself included, dismissed it as off-season noise. The NFL offseason is notorious for its wild rumors and outlandish speculation, so it was easy to write this off as just another example. The Steelers making a play for Rodgers? It seemed like a fantasy, a pipe dream with little to no basis in reality, too wild to believe. The idea of Rodgers leaving Green Bay, let alone joining the Steelers, felt like something out of a video game, not real life. But then, photos surfaced, grainy and indistinct, but undeniably showing Rodgers in Pittsburgh. Of Rodgers at the Steelers facility. The images spread like wildfire across social media, fueling the already rampant speculation. Suddenly, the rumors felt real. The possibility, however remote, that Aaron Rodgers could actually become a Pittsburgh Steeler sent shockwaves through the NFL world. Fans were intrigued but skeptical, a mixture of excitement and disbelief washing over the Steel City. He's just visiting, right? Maybe he was just catching up with old friends. Or perhaps he was simply curious about the Steelers' facilities. The media ran wild with speculation, dissecting every angle, analyzing every possibility, and fueling the frenzy even further. Is he a fit? Would Rodgers' style of play mesh with the Steelers' offensive system? Can the Steelers afford him? The financial implications of acquiring a player of Rodgers' caliber were staggering. What about the current QBs? What would happen to the quarterbacks already on the Steelers' roster? Even the possibility of Rodgers in black and gold, the mere thought of him leading the Steelers onto the field, was a massive story. It dominated headlines, led sports broadcasts, and consumed social media feeds. It tapped into every fan's dream, the ultimate fantasy of acquiring a superstar who could instantly transform their team into a Super Bowl contender. What if your team landed the guy who could change everything, the quarterback who could elevate the entire franchise to new heights? Cautious excitement mixed with heavy skepticism, a potent cocktail of emotions that gripped the city of Pittsburgh. Some fans started to imagine the possibilities: Super Bowl parades, record-breaking performances, and a new era of Steelers dominance. Others stayed guarded, reminding themselves that it was just a rumor, a long shot with little chance of actually happening. The idea was planted, a seed of possibility taking root in the fertile ground of Steelers Nation. A seed of hope, fragile and delicate, but with the potential to blossom into something extraordinary. Over the next weeks, that seed grew, nurtured by speculation, fueled by rumors, and watered by the unwavering passion of Steelers fans, changing the entire conversation, shifting the focus from the team's existing challenges to the tantalizing prospect of a brighter future. The city buzzed with anticipation, a palpable energy that crackled in the air, fueled by the hope of something truly special. The impossible started to feel possible, the dream of landing Aaron Rodgers inching closer to reality with each passing day. As weeks passed, the Rodgers to Pittsburgh rumors gained traction. What started as a joke became a real possibility. More reports, more hints, and Rodgers himself didn't deny the speculation. Fans who scoffed at first began to wonder, could this actually happen? Social media captured the shift. Skepticism gave way to cautious optimism. When credible insiders weighed in, fans took notice. Every positive comment from Rodgers about the Steelers fueled hope. The fanbase split, optimists dreaming of Super Bowls, realists worried about risks. The debate was no longer hypothetical. It was about the team's future. The stakes grew higher with every new report. The city was divided, but everyone was invested. The conversation was electric. Rodgers' potential arrival became the talk of Pittsburgh. The dream was alive and the tension was real. The countdown to a decision was on. For many in Steeler Nation, the acquisition of a top-tier quarterback had been a long-awaited fantasy. Years of hoping and wishing seemed to culminate in a single electrifying moment. The prospect of a true field general leading the charge ignited a fire in the hearts of fans, promising a return to the glory days of Pittsburgh football. Rodgers' signing was more than just a transaction. It was a dream come true, a beacon of hope illuminating the path to championship contention. It was the culmination of careful planning and strategic maneuvering by the Steelers' front office, a bold move signaling their unwavering commitment to winning. This wasn't just any quarterback. This was a player who had consistently defied expectations, a proven winner with a knack for delivering in the clutch. He was a seasoned veteran, a master of his craft, ready to bring his unparalleled skill set to the Steel City. It was Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer, a quarterback whose name is synonymous with excellence. His arrival instantly elevated the Steelers into a legitimate Super Bowl contender, injecting a surge of confidence into the entire organization. The city erupted with excitement. The news spread like wildfire, igniting celebrations in every corner of Pittsburgh. From the North Shore to the South Side, the atmosphere was electric, buzzing with anticipation for the upcoming season. Jersey sales soared, breaking records as fans clamored to show their support for the team's new leader. The black and gold adorned with Rodgers' name and number became the hottest commodity in town, a symbol of hope and renewed optimism. "This is our ticket to the ship!" fans shouted, their voices filled with unbridled enthusiasm. The Super Bowl, once a distant dream, suddenly felt within reach, a tangible goal fueled by the arrival of a true superstar. With a strong defense, already a force to be reckoned with, the Steelers possessed the foundation for a championship run. The addition of Rodgers only amplified their potential, creating a formidable combination of offensive firepower and defensive prowess. And young offensive weapons, eager to learn from one of the best, the Steelers' offense was poised to explode. The combination of veteran leadership and youthful exuberance created a dynamic and unpredictable attack that defenses would struggle to contain. Rodgers was seen as the missing piece, the final ingredient needed to transform the Steelers into a true championship contender. His ability to elevate the play of those around him was undeniable, making him the perfect fit for a team on the cusp of greatness. Optimism soared. The city dared to dream of a return to the Super Bowl, envisioning parades and celebrations that would echo through the ages. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a sense of possibility and unwavering belief. Playoff runs deep into January became the expectation, not just a hope. The Steelers were no longer content with simply making the playoffs. They were determined to dominate, to prove that they were the team to beat in the AFC. Championship games, battles for conference supremacy, were now the focus, the ultimate test of their mettle. The road to the Super Bowl would be paved with challenges, but the Steelers were confident that they had the talent and leadership to overcome any obstacle. Another Lombardi Trophy, the ultimate symbol of NFL dominance, was the ultimate prize. The Steelers were hungry for more, driven by a burning desire to add another chapter to their storied legacy. Rodgers brings an elite arm, capable of making every throw on the field with pinpoint accuracy. His ability to stretch the field vertically would open up opportunities for the running game and create mismatches for his receivers. Unmatched football IQ, allowing him to diagnose defenses and make split-second decisions that can change the course of a game. His pre-snap reads and audibles would keep opposing defenses guessing, ensuring that the Steelers were always one step ahead. And playoff experience, a proven track record of success in the most pressure-packed moments. He's been there before. He knows what it takes to win, and he's ready to lead the Steelers on a deep playoff run. He's not just a game manager. He's not content to simply hand the ball off and avoid mistakes. He's a playmaker, a risk-taker, a quarterback who thrives on making the big play when it matters most. He's a game winner, a quarterback who has a knack for delivering in the clutch, leading his team to victory with last-minute heroics. He's the kind of player that every team wants under center, a true difference-maker who can elevate the play of everyone around him. Fans imagined deep throws to Pickens, connecting on spectacular plays that would leave defenders in their wake. The thought of Rodgers and Pickens forming a dynamic duo sent shivers down the spines of opposing defensive coordinators. Harris running wild, bulldozing his way through defenses and racking up yards on the ground. With Rodgers commanding the passing game, Harris would find even more running lanes, making the Steelers' offense a nightmare to defend. And an explosive offense, capable of putting up points in bunches and overwhelming opponents with their sheer firepower. The Steelers were poised to become one of the most exciting and dynamic offenses in the league. The potential felt limitless, as if the Steelers were on the verge of something truly special. The sky was the limit, and the city dared to dream of a future filled with championships and glory. Rodgers' arrival was transformative. It wasn't just about adding a great player. It was about changing the entire culture of the team. His leadership and experience would have a profound impact on the younger players, helping them to develop and reach their full potential. A new era for Pittsburgh football, a chance to rewrite the narrative and create a new legacy of success. The past was behind them. The future was bright, filled with promise and endless possibilities. The city buzzed with hope and anticipation, a palpable sense of excitement that permeated every aspect of life in Pittsburgh. From the local coffee shops to the bustling downtown streets, everyone was talking about the Steelers and their chances of winning it all. Every fan dreamed of Super Bowl glory, envisioning the confetti falling and the Lombardi Trophy being hoisted high above the stadium. It was a dream that united the entire city, a shared vision of triumph and celebration. The energy was contagious, spreading from the players to the coaches to the fans, creating a powerful force that propelled the team forward. It was a feeling that was impossible to ignore, a sense that something special was about to happen. The Steelers felt unstoppable, a juggernaut poised to dominate the league and leave their mark on NFL history. They were a team on a mission, driven by a shared desire to achieve greatness and bring another championship to the Steel City. The Rodgers era had officially begun, ushering in a new chapter in Steelers history, one filled with hope, excitement, and the unwavering belief that anything is possible. The journey to the Super Bowl had begun, and the Steelers were ready to embark on it together. Not everyone was celebrating. Some fans saw Rodgers as a high-stakes gamble. His age, injury history, and the financial cost raised concerns. Are we mortgaging our future for a short window? Skeptics asked. The Steeler way is about culture and discipline. Would Rodgers fit? His strong personality could clash with Tomlin's locker room. The risk? A short-term fix with long-term consequences if things go wrong. The debate raged. Was this bold move worth it? For optimists, Rodgers means one thing, a real shot at Super Bowl glory. Pittsburgh's defense is elite, the offense is young and talented, and now they have a game-changing quarterback. Suddenly, matchups against AFC powerhouses feel winnable. The Steelers are no longer just playoff contenders, they're Super Bowl threats. Rodgers elevates the team, inspires belief, and brings championship experience. Fans dream of him hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in black and gold. He doesn't have to carry the team, just maximize its potential. The hope is palpable, the city is ready for a championship run. With Rodgers comes immense pressure, Super Bowl or bust. History is full of late-career QB gambles that didn't pan out. The window for success is short, maybe 1 or 2 seasons. Every game, every setback is magnified. Fans worry, what if he gets hurt or the chemistry isn't there? The pressure is sky-high from day one. The team must perform immediately, there's no time for slow starts. The gamble is thrilling, but the risk of disappointment is real. The stakes have never been higher. Beyond talent, Rodgers' fit in the Steelers' locker room is crucial. The Steeler way is about team-first culture. How will Rodgers adapt? He's a proven leader, but also outspoken. Can he mentor young players and elevate the standard? Will he mesh with Tomlin's system? Or will there be friction? The hope. A symbiotic relationship that brings out the best in everyone. If the chemistry clicks, the results could be spectacular. If not, distractions could derail championship hopes. Rodgers' arrival electrified Pittsburgh and the entire fan base. Whether you're all in or skeptical, everyone is watching. The anticipation for the 2025 season is off the charts. The Steelers are back in the national spotlight. Every game, every press conference, under the microscope. It's a bold gamble, swinging for the fences. Hope and uncertainty mix. Can Rodgers stay healthy and recapture his MVP form? Will the chemistry gel in time? Only time will tell. One thing's certain, this season will be one of the most compelling in Steelers history. The Rodgers era is here. Let the drama begin.